Yo, what it do, buddy? I'm Jeku. Hope you're having a good day. It's been about a week since my last MultiVersus video, so let's check in and see how things are going. MultiVersus is shutting down.
No, God!
The open beta is ending.
No, God, please, no!
It's done, bro. It's done.
No!
MultiVersus is dead.
No!
Given of the recent events of the release of MultiVersus and now, some people may be worried about the future of MultiVersus. As I'm sure you've heard, MultiVersus Games is shutting down MultiVersus online servers on June 25th. They already removed the game from Steam and other storefronts like Xbox and PlayStation, so you can't even download and play the game anymore unless you already had it installed. Now, how did this unfortunate situation come to be? What led to the devastation of the MultiVersus open beta to shut down? Well, to do a very quick summary of what happened really quick, MultiVersus started out very strong with huge numbers. MultiVersus Games and especially Tony were very active in communicating with the community, giving out news and information and stuff like that. We were getting frequent updates and new characters. Overall, things were looking good for MultiVersus. However, that only lasted for a couple of months, which then led to the MultiVersus developers to go radio silent and not communicating with the community anymore. No new characters were coming out, no new game modes, no new nothing. Basically, they bit off more than they can chew. They released all the content they had too early and dumped it all in the first couple of months, which left them with nothing to give us for like the remainder of the MultiVersus open beta. But it's not just the lack of content that led to MultiVersus closing down their beta. If we take a look at the MultiVersus Steam charts, yes, these are just numbers from the Steam, but it can probably translate somewhat similarly to the console numbers as well. So the open beta launched in July in 2022 with two brand new characters, Iron Giant and LeBron. Boom, we got big numbers, 66,000 average players and 153 peak players. That's an all-time high for fighting games in general. Next month in August 2022, we lost about 25,000 average players, which totaled in 41,000 average players. And in August, we also got a new character, Morty, and the start of season 1. So naturally, the numbers went down, obviously. This is normal, of course. Every game loses players, so nothing to worry about, right? Boom, next month, 2022, we got Gizmo and Rick. We got two characters in September, but we lost 32,000 average players, which led to a total of 8,000 average players. This is the biggest hit in MultiVersus history so far. So keep in mind, we were still getting new content, new characters, and we lost the most amount of players ever, 32,000. In October, we also got two new characters as well, which was Stripe and Black Adam, and we lost about 5,000 players, which in total led to 3,000 average active players in October. So far in each month, ever since the launch in July, we kept losing way more than half of average players. And then in November was the last time we got a character, and it was Marvin the Martian. And basically, the numbers keep going down and down and down. But the thing is, the numbers kept going down. And at some point, you would think it'll settle down and have a constant amount of players playing the game, right? But nope. Whoa, Tony, something's wrong with your game. Tony, help me, please. Tony, no! The game just kept losing and losing more players. So basically where I'm getting at, even though we were getting a bunch of characters in the first few months, the player count was still dropping like flies. And that's for multiple reasons. Just to name a few, half of these characters we got early on got delays. People didn't like that, so that probably dropped a few people from playing. Another one is people wanting new game modes to spice things up and to keep things fresh, like ranked mode. We were supposed to get ranked mode during season 1, and season 1's time frame was August through November. That's how long season 1 was about. Mind you, season 1 also got a delay, but we didn't even get ranked mode until like the last week of season 1 in November. And plus, the ranked mode we got was an alpha version. It wasn't even the full thing, so that ranked mode disappeared a week later. And I assume that made people stop playing the game, maybe. Another thing was that there were too many characters that were just too OP, and you had the sweats pulling infinite combos with like Harley Quinns on casuals, and I'm assuming that probably dropped lots of players from the game. I'm not saying it's all the sweaty players that made the casuals leave. I'm just saying that was an issue with the game itself, that some characters had infinite combos and that needed to be fixed. And just last thing I'm gonna point out is probably the servers and hitboxes. It was just bad and horrendous and people couldn't play and have fun. So yeah, we were getting characters throughout the beginning of MultiVersus, but mix everything I just said together, bad servers, bad hitboxes, characters having infinite combos, and all the delays that the game got, and all that is what probably helped dwindle down the numbers. You know what I'm saying? It was just a big mess, and ultimately it didn't end well for MultiVersus. So back to my question, is there hope for MultiVersus? Well, to give you a straightforward answer, yes, I think there is hope. Well, at least from what they're telling us. I think them shutting down the open beta is the only option they have to give themselves a second chance, because if they would have kept going with the open beta up and still trying to push out content, it would have ended horribly for them. It would just be a repeat of what happened already with the delays and lies and struggling to get bug fixes and updates out on time, and even struggling to get characters out as well. If they kept doing what they were doing, trying to push updates out and keep the beta up at the same time, the game would have just shut down for good eventually without a second chance. So I'm glad that they're falling back on plan B, which is, hey guys, this was just an open beta, so obviously it was going to end soon. And we'll see you guys next year. Hey, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? At least they're not shutting down completely. It's a good thing that they launched MultiVersus in open beta, because imagine if they didn't launch the game with the words open beta. Yikes, the game would have been gone and completely dead by now, with no second chance. So plan B came in clutch here. We just gotta wait a year. And also for the people who think that the beta was supposed to close down eventually, I don't think that's the case. Tony said that the open beta was supposed to be permanent and have consistent updates until the full release of MultiVersus, unless things didn't go their way or had lots of awful bugs. So their intentions and what they wanted was plan A, which was to keep the open beta up with updates and until the full release. But in the end, they had to go with plan B, which is a plan they didn't want to come across, but they have to do. And in this case, some really awful bugs did happen, which the bug is that no one is playing the game anymore, so they gotta close the beta down and fix the game and stockpile with more content and better servers. That's also why we never got an end date of when the open beta will close. Usually when developers announce an open beta, they always say the date it begins and ends, unless they plan to do updates until full launch. So yeah, MultiVersus wanted plan A, but they got plan B, which is still cool because again, the open beta saved them from closing down for good. So from what they're telling us, there is hope. They're saying that they will be back stronger than ever, you know, trying to calm us down and not make us nervous. They're giving us hope for the future of MultiVersus. I hope they come back stronger with a bunch of new characters at launch and new cinematic trailers and new game modes. However, towards the launch of MultiVersus, out of the blue, they can be like, nope, it wasn't working out. We tried, but the numbers and the business side of things wasn't working out and MultiVersus is over. All I'm saying is you can be excited, but with MultiVersus recent history, is it 100% confirmed that they're coming back even though they say they are? Well, I hope so. We're gonna have to wait and see. I hope Player First Games learned a lot from the open beta. Here's some nice hopium from some of the Player First Games employees. We got Jordan Pox saying, worry not guys, there's lots cooking, see you in 2024. Another one from ResLived, he's saying, this isn't a goodbye forever, but a see you soon. Internally, we're already making a lot of progress, see you all at official launch. Another one from Justin, he says the news is finally out, we hope that everyone will look forward to 2024 as much as we are. Internally, we've already made great strides towards incorporating feedback and aim to provide the best MultiVersus experience possible. There will be plenty to be excited about come 2024. So far so good, right? They sound confident that they will be back in 2024, so at least we have that. So that's a good sign so far. I'm excited for the future of MultiVersus and to see what they will do. Leave all your thoughts and comments down below. Thanks for watching. Smack the like button for more MultiVersus news and updates, and subscribe and ring the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a brand new video. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.